Okay, so this is the continuation from part one about WordPress, the largest contentful paint issue situation, plus other loading situations. So the heavier your website is, your pages, the slower it is going to load. And we know that today, less than 3 seconds, actually 2 seconds, any page that takes longer than that, users will tend to skip that website. Now, there are a lot of other factors. Take, for instance, CNN. It's a very popular website, you know. CNN is not the fastest website, but people still go there and stay an extra 2-3 seconds to let it load because they want what's in there, okay? So if you produce high quality, valuable, and useful content that's unique, even though you may be loading a couple of seconds slower than your competitors, people are not going to go to the competitor just because it loads fast and then have to deal with lousy content, okay? So I just wanted to throw that in there because I don't want to give an incomplete scare to people like many other experts are doing out there. But when you're using WordPress, it's really expandable using plugins, and every plugin you add, and then the page builders and all the themes, it's adding more and more weight to your website. So it becomes a real challenge, okay? Like some experts will say, well, you don't need to use those plugins. But yes, that's the way WordPress is built. It's built so that you can use these plugins and extend the functionalities depending on your industry. Well, what happens now is WordPress is facing its reputation. Is this a platform that we can rely on and build websites that will perform well in search engines and that people will continue to come back to? So WordPress has introduced the block building. You will hear about native blocks, the core, and then the block editor, which is Gutenberg. Now in this 6.4, we see that WordPress has improved a lot. Many people are experimenting with Gutenberg and the block editing. Of course, the block editing, a lot of parts work, but it's broken parts separated. They still need to bring cohesion and get the whole system together so that it will function properly. As it is now, yes, you can make very nice, very beautiful websites, which means that you're dropping the themes, you're dropping the page builders, and right there, you are dropping a lot of weight from your website. And that's a huge advantage. But because the blocks and the editor, you have a core native blocks, which is integrated into WordPress. That one is properly vetted. And then you also have Gutenberg as a plugin. It has more features, but it also has a lot of bugs, okay? So you can make your choice. I would encourage you to use just the core, the one that is built into the system, into WordPress itself. So one of the things that I will be discussing in our community is for members of the communities to come and share their experiences with the blocks, with Gutenberg, and what are the limitations you're having, and what are the new things and the questions and maybe some new tricks that you are finding on how to go around. Very soon I will be providing some tutorials on how to get started with blocks. It's really, really simple. because it's right there in front of you. You build without distraction. So you can see, you can move the blocks, the parts, and you build, and you're seeing exactly what your web page is going to look like at the end of the day. Okay, but there is still some learning to be done. There are still some questions that need to be answered, and of course a lot of people are not going to jump onto something new like that, especially if they've gotten used to page builders. I followed a video from Elementor. Elementor is actually one of probably our number one favorite page builder at Muumba Web Digital. We also use Divi, but Elementor is where we use mostly. Elementor is also working on ways to improve the performance, ways to improve your website performance in search engine and give your users the best user experience. And Elementor is working hand in hand with WordPress to achieve that goal. So let me leave it there. Members of the community, let's talk, let's chat. Thank you.